What do you take from that, Jurgen?
The mix-up of intensity in training, a lot of information in training, very warm weather and very dry pitch is not the best preparation for a football game, obviously. So yeah, I think you all saw it. We could have scored 5, 6 times with a little bit more in the last moment. These were the good moments, and the rest was then really a lot of intense fight against the body and all the tired bones and stuff like that. So it was, even the first half was a little bit, I saw a little bit more than the second half, but obviously both teams struggled with that. That's okay. That's if you want my fault. So we did a lot in the last few days. I wanted us to score. I don't like the two situations. First half, deadlock when maybe he can pass the ball for an easy goal, and now I think Rafa Camacho could have passed it as well. That's the part of the season where obviously the players try to impress me, but I told them already, they impress me not with scoring any goal. If you see us in a situation like that, provide a better position, that impressed me much more. So, but it's all making right decisions when you are really tired and it's really warm and the ball is not rolling. It's obviously difficult. I knew that before. That's what we saw today.
We've got a lot of talented young players at the club. Is it fair to say Curtis Jones has made a big impression on you? He's the youngest of the lot. He's been used in pre-season.
He's like the others. Also like Ben Woodburn was a year before, or whatever, or Trent Alexander. It's good. It's very good for us, but it's not about showing up once or twice. It's about making the right decisions. And yeah, physically he seems to be a little bit ahead of the others because he's obviously taller. But there's a lot of body what we still can change or swap in muscles, so it's enough there. So yeah, no, it's good for the moment. But all these boys are good footballers. But it's you see it's difficult. 1 year older, and everybody thinks you need to make already the next step, and then the next young boy is coming, and you don't expect anything. When only we're happy we have another one. It's a long way, but we are calm enough.
I suppose you look for just some little things during games like this. I mean, Adam, particularly, I mean, he showed his class a few times there. And,
yeah.
I mean, you must be looking really for him this year. He's had such a tough time, and it's been hard for him watching the World Cup as well. And
absolutely. Yeah. So for him, it's nice, and that he could do pretty much. Okay. At the beginning, it was a little problem, but since then he was ill. But since then he's in all sessions, and that's of course really good for him. And you can see with all the things he's doing, what exceptional footballer he is. But he needs the pre-season most, if you want, because it was a long time and he couldn't train, and he had this kind of a really quick pre-season to help us as quick as possible, and now we are really building again a proper basis, and that's what happens in a moment. But that he is able to play football is not a big surprise.
Rico? Yeah, just the last couple of guys. I might be my imagination.
Rico. Both Ricos.
Rico and Gibbon. Okay, go on, Rico.
No problem.
Might be my imagination, but Daniel Sturridge leaner, slicker. He looks like he means business. Is there a future for him at the club?
You don't have to talk. That's funny. It's my first pre-season. Every year we talk about the same things, and he always had a future. No problem. But he always said there was always a future. It's always about what we do in the moment, and in this moment it's all good. But we don't have to make decisions now in this situation. That's how it is. In this moment, I don't think like this about my players. It's not of my players that I think maybe he's not in with these guys. With the young ones, yes, we have to make these decisions, but not with the others. They show up, and then it's for me. It should be easier at the end.
As you know, the transfer window's open. And
yeah. Until then, we have to make decisions, but it's still wide open, right?
Okay.
Or not? Closing tomorrow? No, good.
Just on pace coming back here, do you know exactly who you're going to have to go out to America? Guys like Mo Salah, Sadio Mane, are they back with the squad soon?
Yeah, they come with us to America, but then maybe fly the 20th. They started the 20th, and I would say makes not too much sense that they play the 22nd or the 25th. Maybe 3 days later in the derby. It's good that they come. Bobby Firmino is coming then. After that, 30th in the middle of the camp is Xherdan Shaqiri is coming then, which is good. Yeah, and then the last one, the guys. By the way, what is the result?
2-0 Belgium.
So, but then they are back as well at the 5th, I think 5th of August, and then we have a proper week to prepare this season.
Last question, James Pearce.
Yeah, but obviously you've got Dejan Lovren walking out in the World Cup final tomorrow night. This week he came out and said he deserves to be rated now amongst the best defenders in the world. Would you go along with that?
Yeah, it would be better that somebody else would say that and not Dejan. but actually he's right. To be honest, the only problem is that obviously nobody really thinks about it. But if you go into detail, it's not a big surprise that they are there. Huh? They don't have world-class right, left, fullback and stuff like that. And in the end, they don't concede. In the middle of the park, they play quite offensive. Brozovic, Rakitic, Modric, so they're quite offensive. So somebody needs obviously to fix all that, and he's a big part of that. So he was with us in the Champions League final. He was 3 years ago with us in the European League final. Yeah, he didn't win that, but that makes only 11 players better on this position. Only then maybe 2 on the centre half position. Same in the Champions League game. I didn't see two better centre halves in the Champions League to the Champions League final. So only more ruthless. So and that's the thing. And now for me it's not a surprise. He played a really good World Cup. But do it consistently is more important than showing up and being away. So we will be, they and I, we will work together for a long time. So I have the opportunity to help him in that way. And next time I say it.
Thanks, guys. See you Thursday.
Thank you.